Hi everybody, I'm Ray Jordan from manifestingwithin11.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to get somebody to fall madly in love with you. Most people, when they try and get someone to fall in love with them, they do it in the physical world. So what they'll do is they might be extra nice to this person. If this person needs anything, they'll be there to deliver. They'll put this person's need in front of their own needs, in the hopes that maybe the person that they want mad love from is going to look at this and say, oh wow, look at how much this person cares about me. And you know what, I'm just going to fall in love with this person. No, it normally does not work that way. In fact, it never works that way. Most people see that action and you putting other people first in front of you as needy, and neediness is a very unattractive trait. Today, I'm going to share with you a few techniques on how to not do things physically on the physical plane and how to get things done on a spiritual plane, and how you can get love from a specific person and how you can make them fall madly in love with you. There is nobody on this planet that is better than you. There's nobody that is actually worse. You just need to change the concept of you. You need to get back to the child you. As children, we were praised for everything. We knew that we were enough. You didn't go out and say, well, my hair's not this and my eyes doesn't look this way, so I'm sure somebody won't like me. We need to get back to our childlike self, because as children, we knew the concept of putting ourselves first, and that's what you need to do. When it comes to working on manifesting a specific person, one thing I come into contact with time and time again is not feeling enough. But you are enough. And as I said, when we were children, we knew that we were enough. But as we get older, we are told by people, oh, you can't do that. You're too this to do that. You're too short, you're too tall, you're too this, you don't look this way. Slowly but surely, we are programmed to develop all these limiting beliefs. Understand that you are enough to be loved by this particular person. Break those barriers down, because you receiving love from anywhere in this world is a reflection of the love you've given yourself. Visualize. So, you want love from a specific person. What is a scene that confirms that you are now with this particular person and that they are madly in love with you? Make that scene as realistic as possible. The scene as compact as possible. Don't make it long and drawn out. Don't make your SB say, I'm madly in love with you. Then they go downstairs and make you a cup of tea, and then you fly in a hot air balloon together, and then you go to the park. No, just make the scene as short and as snappy as possible. Go over this until it becomes as realistic as possible, and then have the belief and the expectancy of this happening in your carnal world and the 3D world around you. When something is pressed on the subconscious, it has no other choice but to be manifested into our 3D world. So keep the scene going and have faith that one day it will be experienced. One of my favorite techniques when it comes to anything in manifesting is telling a friend. Tell a friend. What does this mean? So if you've not heard this before, it's not ringing your friend to tell them that you are manifesting something. It's actually sitting down and being quiet with yourself and communing with yourself and visualizing a scene where you are telling your friend that something has happened, something that you are manifesting has actually happened. So in this case, it could be that you call a friend or your friend calls you and you pick it up. This is all happening in your mind's eye, and you say to them, yes, oh wow, my SB is so madly in love with me. But you make it so that it is as realistic as possible. I mean, when it comes to manifesting and spirituality, I think people try and take it really seriously, and they put on these, oh, thee, thou voices, and they try and make it as serious as possible. What you need to do is make it as realistic as possible. Do it in your slang. How do you normally talk to your friend? Do it in that manner. Don't become somebody else when you're manifesting, because your subconscious mind's going to be like, huh? What? Why is she using a British accent every time she tries to manifest something in her head? And, you're from Tennessee or something. Don't take it too seriously. Make it as realistic as possible. The more realistic the scene is, the quicker it can be pressed onto your subconscious mind. And therefore, your manifestation comes into your carnal world as quickly as possible and as naturally as possible. And one thing about making this scene as natural as possible is when it happens, sometimes you don't even realize that it's happened until you look back and you say, oh my gosh, that was exactly what I was looking for. And there it is. So make the scene as natural as possible and have the belief that it will come into fruition. Last but not least, love yourself. Love yourself. I know. Love yourself sounds so, cliche, like love yourself. And what does that even mean? Loving yourself means so many different things, but I'm going to tell you the definition of what love is for me. I think people think that loving yourself means actually just accepting maybe the way you look, or, just accepting things the way they are. And somehow they're right. The best way I can explain this is loving yourself is a mixture of putting yourself first and wanting what's best for you. Sometimes to figure out how to love ourselves is to look at how we love others. And normally the people that we love with no conditions are children. So let's look at how we love a child. Children, we want what's best for them and we put them first. A child is always put first and they have unconditional love. And that's how it should be with us. Put yourself first. Don't put your SB in front of you. This is not going to make your SP love you. It will chase them away. If you feel as though putting your SB first and, making them more important, everything they want is more important than what you want, the universe is just going to reflect this back to you. But to get someone to fall madly in love with you it means falling in love with yourself, because the universe is just mirroring your thoughts. So whatever is being reflected in your life right now, whether good or bad, don't fret, because you can change it. You want somebody to fall madly in love with you. Well, it's time for you to fall madly in love with you. And that's how it works out. It's not about the other person. It's all about you. What does falling in love with you mean? It means putting yourself first in every situation. It means wanting the best for yourself. It pretty much is simple. If you love yourself, the universe has basically no other choice but to mirror what you're projecting into the universe. And so my final note is to be loved. Love yourself. To get somebody to fall madly in love with you, be madly in love with yourself. I'm Ray Jordan. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. I have an Instagram page for inspirational quotes, and I also have a Facebook group that I've just opened, and I would love for you to all join it so we can all discuss things. And if you need any help or just anything at all, I want to make a little manifesting community. I'm Ray Jordan from manifestingwithin11.com. Have a great day, and I shall speak to you all very soon. Bye.